Hey folks, thanks for tuning in again today. If you're new here, welcome. If you're revisiting the channel, thanks for coming back. Today's content is going to be a little different. Today we're going to be talking about an upcoming bear hunt. I've got some other footage coming your way. Hopefully here in the next several weeks, uh, we'll be airing some footage on a new custom fishing rod from AJ Outdoors. You're definitely going to want to see that. I've got an interview with Andrew from AJ's. He made me a custom fishing rod for my upcoming Canadian fly-in fishing trip. First time I've ever had a custom fishing rod. I can't wait to put it to use. So if you like fishing trips and that kind of stuff, you're going to want to hit the subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can come back and check that content out. The interview we'll be posting here very soon, and then we'll be following that up with some footage of the fishing trip there in Canada. That's a fly-in fishing trip. That'll be with Hawk Air. Um, we get back from the fishing trip and we are heading to the UP on a bear hunt, and that's what brings us to today's topic is the 450 Bushmaster. So in preparation for the bear hunt, I went out to sight in my rifles this morning, and I'm switching from the Hornady black ammunition, we'll get to that in just a minute, over to the Barnes Vor-TX. So if you're interested in that discussion, stick around and we're going to get right to it. We're preparing for our 2025 bear season. This will be my first bear hunt. Been saving points for several years, and I'll be hunting with Gary Morgan Wild Game Dynasty in the Newberry unit this fall. I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about cartridge selection. Gary posted recently on his Facebook page. There was a gentleman that's using a 12 gauge. Great choice for bear. A lot of people use those. I contemplated it myself, but I love hunting with my 450 Bushmaster and decided to go that way. A lot of people having good success with those as well. So considering the 450 though, most of you shooting a 450 are probably familiar with the Hornady black ammunition. It's got the FTX, the little flexible, red tip, ballistic tip. It's a lead bullet with a copper jacket. I haven't had any trouble with them at all. Haven't lost a deer to one yet. In fact, most of them drop right where I want them. Got thinking about it with bear and doing some reading, and it sounded like a lot of people were going with these Barnes Vor-TX, and you'll see there that in fact, I'll bring this one. I'll bring them right both into frame for you here. So I'm going to jump around the camera and make sure you're seeing them up close, so you can see the difference there with the ballistic tip versus just a standard hollow point. That Vor-TX bullet though is not lead. That's a solid copper bullet, and by the tests that I've seen, those do get a lot better penetration. So decided to go with the Barnes anyway, and what I'd like to talk about is the importance of sighting in. I can't believe how many people go hunting still today and don't properly sight in their rifles, and what I'm about to tell you may surprise you. I have two 450s here. So we have an Encore. You can see it's unloaded. Encore with a custom made 450 Bushmaster barrel from MGM. Sweet barrel. Tried this out last year on deer. I think I took 5 or 6 does with it. Dropped every one of them. Love hunting with the Encore again. It's been a lot of years. I used to hunt with it as a muzzleloader, and really enjoyed getting the Encore back out there last fall. This is my first 450 in the AR platform, and when I built this gun, it worked out great because my son was just getting into hunting, and this collapsible stock here made it very, very nice. Quick adjustment between he and I, and as he grew, the gun fit both of us without any adjustments. But the difference that I noticed today, and I'm actually going to jump to some footage here in just a minute and I'll show you the target. I was shocked. I started out shooting the Encore, and I figured the bullets would fly differently. I wasn't sure how differently, but out of the Encore, the Barnes bullet, now given the FTX Hornady was previously sighted in the Encore and the AR, both of these guns were sighted in at 100 yards with this round right here, the Hornady Black. Today we shot the Barnes Vor-TX at 75 yards. So 25 yards closer, I was 3.5 inches high with the Encore. No problem, made the adjustments, and it's hitting right where I want it. We checked it again at 40 yards. It's right where we want it. The average distance I'm told on these bear baits is 40 yards, nothing over 75. So I'm good to go. Switched over to the AR platform and was shocked. It hit exactly where I was aiming. Both guns were previously sighted on the same ammunition at the same distance, both 100 yards, both on the FTX. The Barnes bullet flies exactly the same out of my AR. I'm not saying it's going to fly the same out of yours, but out of mine it does. So hang on just a second and check out this footage of the target after we got done shooting. You can see the groups that we shot, and you can see the different impact points at different yardages. Okay, so out of the Encore at 75 yards with a previously zeroed, let's see, Hornady FTX 250 grain. First shot was here, 3.5 inches high, just a tick right. Second and third shots were down here. What was that one? No, that was
your 9.
That was the last one out of my.
That's the last one out of your 9. That's why I said
40.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we had 4 shots total out of the Encore. So the first shot was 3.5 high. Second and third were here. I made an inch adjustment. So that's 75 yards. Then we shot the Bushmaster AR-15, 2 rounds at 75, no sight adjustment. That gun was also zeroed at 100 yards with the Hornady. So quite a difference in impact between a semi-automatic and a single shot breech action. 1 round at 40 yards out of the AR-450, and then
that's out of your TC.
No, that's the TC. Yeah, sorry. One round with the Encore at 40, just to see where we're at. And then all of these down here, including that whoopsie right there, those are out of the Glock as a just in case. The best I can figure is the gas system on the AR is regulating, and all the extra pressure, maybe this Barnes is loaded a little hotter, I don't know. Whatever the case, the AR platform is shooting the Barnes, hitting exactly where I'm aiming at 75 yards when it's been previously sighted for 100 with the FTX. So just kind of a reminder how important it is to sight in your rifles with different ammunition. And don't assume, if you've got 2 guns and you're using the same ammunition, don't assume that they're both going to hit the same. Maybe your buddy's got the same gun you do, and he says, oh, I switched to this ammo and it hit the same spot. You should still check yours. So hunting is it's a privilege, and we owe the animal a quick, clean kill. So let's make sure we're being responsible hunters out there and sight in your rifles with the ammunition you're going to hunt with every year, and just double check things are happening the way they should. So okay, so hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're heading out to the woods this fall, either bear hunting, deer hunting, whatever it may be safe out there, be ethical hunters, be responsible hunters. Most of all, have fun. God bless. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.